when the evil of night descends the land, with completion in order, this hexad of signs mark the beginning of the Great Conjunction. In the House of Durst, the ghosts unborn, through life, unlife, unliving shall scorn. The soon drowned child of Bistani descent either feeds or denies the great serpent. Waiting for years, Devil's Son will rise to stand up against evil. Curse breakers arrive. The light of night, shining over the dead, will shudder and fail, turning all to red. Inahira will make his fortunes reverse, dooming all to live forever cursed. Bodiless shall journey to the time before, where happiness to hate creates land and lore. Beware the Dukar, for he and he alone may bring these 6 signs, destroying our home.
Okay. As we return, we kind of like cut to, it's been about 15-20 minutes as you guys have just left Van Richten's tower and have been heading south. You've been journeying, as I said, down this path for about 10 to 15 minutes into the symbolic woods as you pass like a little bit of another fork in the road. You follow the sign that points to the south, the winery that it reads on there. Up to the north, it points to Lake Baratok from the way that you came. After about a half a mile of traveling down this path, the road becomes a muddy trail that meanders through the woods, descending gradually until the trees part, revealing a mist-shrouded meadow. The trail splits. One branch heads west of the valley. I already said blah, 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 blah. Ah! A light drizzle begins to fall. Unpainted fences. Yes, always. Unpainted fences blindly follow the trail, which skirts north of a sprawling vineyard that opens its way before you. There's a giant hill about maybe 3 or 4 football fields away. I say football field just for a good reference. And it's like a huge hill.
Perception!
The fog takes on ghostly forms as it swirls between the neatly tended rows of grapevines. Here and there, you see rope-handled half-barrels used for hauling grapes. North of the trail is a large stand of trees. A man wearing a dark cloak and cowl stands at the edge of the trees, his cloak billowing as he jumps back, and with both his arms extended into the air, a bolt of electricity comes crashing out of his freaking hands as he backs up and lands. You can see Callan, the freaking huge ass version of Callan. Let me zoom out a little bit.
Oh, I don't think he's able to hear us. Okay.
The huge form of Callan, in owlbear form, completely. The old man's blasts into the freaking huge were-raven hulk of Callan, who comes charging in and tries barreling in, and he's crackling with electricity.
How big is he?
Huge. He's 25 feet right now. There's this huge tree that's made out of vines. You can see that the druid's staff, he keeps pointing at it and directing it. This huge tree comes rocking it and smashes into this huge this is huge owl raven hulk form.
Yes.
As they keep running back and forth. You guys just see this happening.
Looking at the giant Raven Hulk, like, does he seem like what he looked like before, but just huger? Or does he have any other distinguishing?
He look honestly, he looks just like the regular human form that you've seen, and he's like, and coming off of the first thing you guys start to notice as this huge raven is just like tearing apart this huge freaking tree.
Yeah.
Up on the hill, you guys can see that there's like it seems to be moving.
Yeah.
As you guys, I will need a perception check from all of you guys.
Okay.
18.
9.
Okay. There's just this huge, sickly tree. All of you guys see this, besides you, Klaus, actually. There's just this huge hill, and on the hill there's this disgusting-looking tree. With your guys' perception, you're like looking around. This is all happening so fast. Giant flock of birds are flying around and like screaming around and attacking Callan in his owlbear form, in his were-raven form. I keep wanting to say owlbear.
No,
It's an
were-raven,
owlbear, so
yeah.
as you guys keep looking, there's like about 10 druids up on the hill, and they all have their arms extended out. They all are wearing like animal pelts and like stuff like stitched together, and they all have headdresses with antlers on top of them. They all have their arms extended towards this tree. We can now get a glimpse of this tree. It's this dark and evil, twisted fucking tree, and on the head, on like the top of it, is the head of a dragon skull. The left eye glows with a bright green. Go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
I recognize that anyway.
You recognize it as the green seed gem, my friend.
My gem!
And it's like way off down there.
So it's not the same bean? Like it's a whole different tree thing and it? Okay.
Yeah, the other tree is like way down here.
Oh. Okay.
This tree.
Oh, yeah,
You're
yeah.
like checking out this tree, and it glows with another color. It's a dark emerald green color, and again, it's like locked in battle with freaking the Ravenhold form as ravens fly around and they're like pecking at them both.
Yeah.
What do you guys do?
First, I have an idea. I pull it, I pull it up, and I whip the tree, and I flip it.
Okay, as you like run up, there's this druid. There's this old man. There's this old man that you like run up, and you can see that he's like literally flying.
I'm a little confused. He's the bad guy. He
Yeah.
was just attacking the tree, and I'm like, no, the tree's on our side.
No. Well, it's up to you. This guy is clearly controlling this tree,
Yeah.
and Callan is.
Instead of going for the tree, I'm gonna go for the main. I'm gonna give the staff out of his hand.
Okay, as you like whip towards the druid, you like it's like holding on to it.
He's
And
like, wait, Callan's evil, remember?
as you like rip the staff out of his hand.
Stop, he's turned by the hand.
As you rip the staff out of his hands, the dark green gem.
I instantly cast telekinesis and throw it back into his hand.
Okay, as you guys
Who's
see
evil?
you guys see the tree.
How do you know that?
You guys see this tree crumble for a second,
Yes.
and then as soon as the druid gets,
Yes.
he like turns toward you like with the most questioning look, and he fucking turns around, "Help me, you fool!"
I actually
And he
helped Dr. Man.
starts controlling the tree again, which is down and like it's trying to overpower Callan. Callan just like pushes down and starts like tearing apart this fucking tree, as it's doing a bunch of damage to
I
it.
fly over and I use telekinesis on Callan. I yell back at Trevor. I'm like, Callan has turned evil! He's the bad guy! It's okay, it's in the moment.
Percy,
I'm in
you
the moment.
like fly over.
Trevor.
Your whips, your cape billowing
Yeah.
in the wind as you fly over. What do? There's just this huge freaking thing.
My bar's black tentacles and I want to like try and grab its arms and try to rip up the tree.
All right, roll against me as you're trying to like try to pull its hands off. Ooh, natural 2.
13, yeah.
All right, as you like pull this thing off, it like lets go of the tree,
Yeah.
which gives the tree advantage, and like it attacks. And as
Like,
it's, like,
Callan, regain your senses!
and you can tell the Callan is just not there at all. And as you like look into his eyes, you can notice that it's like this bright green.
I should have just let that play out, but I was like, we're about to be super screwed! I was terrified. I was like, we're not going to be able to start this thing!
You think that's you think that's their secret? I want to slice out his both ankles like
Oh.
fast too.
Damn, you like you just see
I go
Klaus
back
just
to Trevor. I'm like, Trevor! Lead the pack against those dicks on the hill!
I need the pack.
So I said, lead them!
Alright.
All right, first off, Klaus, you like dash towards this This huge giant raven hulk.
Take his ankle.
And you like swing for it, and it like picks up. He picks up. It's like he tries to smash down on you. You try to catch it or dodge out of the way. What do you do?
A dodge.
Try to dodge out of the way. Oh, 19.
Oh my god, I'm still laughing really hard at
Sex.
this.
Damn it.
Screw
Oh,
this wizard!
as you like try to jump out of the way, you guys just see smash. The freaking raven hulk just smashes onto Callan. You
I
guys.
reacted. That's on my face.
You guys. Onto Klaus.
So sorry.
You guys. The raven hulk.
Yes. So sorry. I'm
Klaus
so
just,
sorry.
it's okay. Klaus just ran in and tried to swing at it
Okay.
and missed,
Yes.
and he like picked up his foot
Oh,
and
shit.
smashed Klaus.
Oh, God.
And Klaus just gets smashed. You're gonna take 30 damage.
Oh, no.
As you get smashed. Then you guys just see.
I see this happen, right?
Yeah, he tries to bat you away.
Okay.
Percy, he
Cool.
tries to swing at you. This giant fucking arm. 17. Oh, as you like barely dodge out of the way.
And as I do, like he's like going to like is his foot kind of like sitting there, getting ready to like smack down again?
Yeah.
So
And
like
he like
as
goes
he's
to
getting
pick
ready-
it up.
So as he's getting ready to do
Bat
that,
gone, bat gone.
I guess Eldritch Blast at his other foot, so he like trips him. You know,
Damn.
he's got one foot raised, so
Damn.
like going to like trip his other foot.
All right, roll against me.
It's
11.
Oh, 13, yeah. Plus
Damn.
nine.
As he like is about to smash, you like push it, and like he like topples over, and
Yeah.
and Callan Ravenholm form falls with a boom, and like a ripple falls as all of this weight, all of these ravens come flying in. Ka! Ka! And like they all come trying to like attack him, start freaking tearing him apart. Callan like grabs a handful of them and just squeezes. You guys
Demon
just
arm,
see,
right?
yeah, with his demon arm, and you guys just see them all just get squeezed as blood drains down. As
What's
this
that fucking
says,
tree doing? Sorry.
well, let's describe it in a second. As Callan just grabs a group of the fucking ravens, like
Yeah.
10 probably, squeezes them. You can see the blood, and then it like absorbs into his body, and Callan just grows, doubles in fucking size.
Oh yeah.
Something's wrong with more ravens. More ravens.
The ravens power him.
He's a Raven Hulk.
The
Yeah.
Raven Hulk of Callan is now
Like
probably 55,
Godzilla's.
60 feet tall now. He immediately just goes like this and just swings this giant fucking arm. All of you guys need a dex save.
Even the pack.
Yeah, no, they're over here.
Right, yeah.
They're about to do something.
6.
Oh god.
Dex save?
Okay, everybody but Klaus.
Because you weren't there.
Everybody but Klaus, you guys take 15 damage, and you guys get smashed.
Yeah, he was at the back. He wasn't on. He was running around to go after the druid.
Okay, yes.
So sorry. Okay.
You're all good.
I'm out. I'm out.
So did you guys take 15 damage?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so Percy and Klaus, you guys get knocked back, flying off into
Yeah.
the trees, right about here.
No, I didn't get kicked damage, right? I rolled 18.
Oh shit!
Sorry, I got super
No, you're
confused
good,
real
we're good.
quick.
Like, we
You're
saved
still there.
before.
You
So-
sound like a ninja.
I caught him. I caught him.
Percy, you're the only one who gets knocked
Yeah,
back.
definitely.
Klaus, you barely dodge out of the way, and what do?
I keep
You look up, and this giant freaking arm of Callan, yeah, he's like trying to snap. You're like just
Turn it
studying.
to about and go.
As soon as he's about to slap on you, you like see this cloud of mist as like this bat just like is flying around. This huge freaking Raven Hulk, his muscles just burling, goes and just grabs the fucking tree, picks it up. As you guys are like, you're just seeing this from Klaus's view,
Yeah.
and he just grabs the tree and just rips it in fucking half. This huge, you guys see, everyone, you guys see this emerald green gem go fly off.
Telekinesis.
Go flying off. See if you can try to catch it. Roll! As you like jump in, you try to catch it with telekinesis. You fly. Natural one.
Hey, inspiration! I've had it since the fucking. Use it!
Oh!
What is it? What is it?
Dude.
Oh, that's bullshit!
Percy, you go flying, and the gem hits you right in the fucking face, and you plummet to the earth. You take 15 damage. You immediately, you guys see Percy just fall as he flies about 25 feet to the ground. The gem clang, clang, clang. As we do an outside view again, Klaus, you guys all see this. Trevor, at this very moment, you start leading the pack, and you run off to the side.
I wear beats inside. Alright. Time to stop sitting.
Okay, as you guys, we just get a glimpse of the werewolf. You just burst into werewolf form, and you like just charge. All the other wolves follow you in fucking tandem, and you guys are like dashing up the hill.
I don't jump out and roll up his back straight to the head.
Oh dang! So you like circle around and get to the back of Callan, and you like jump on, and all of the freaking 5 wolves, including werewolf form of Trevor, plunge into the ass of Callan and start ripping him to shreds and start tearing the crest.
Send Arlo also.
Damn, and you guys just see Percy, as he rolls over, whips out his bag, and just this huge werewolf comes piling out of the bag too.
Send Lucille.
All these werewolves are just tearing Callan apart.
And then I want to, as I'm still in bat form, I want to go right up to his, high above him. And as he's trying to crawl, I go human form, and I want to plunge my sword right in his fucking eye.
As you guys
His
just see
other eye,
Klaus.
it's missing an
Where's
eye.
the tree?
As you guys just see Klaus. Dude, he ripped it in
Not
half.
that one, the other one!
Oh, it's way up on the hill.
I thought it was okay. My bad. My brain had a whole different thing going on. Okay.
Okay, so 1 second.
My bad.
That's the tree.
Joel over.
Way over there.
Okay, okay. I had a whole different thing in my brain. Sorry.
You're all good.
But I don't want to say it because it might happen. I'm going to shut up till we're done.
And after I stab him in the eye, James,
Wait. Okay, so we guys see this freaking view.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
You guys see this view of bat form Klaus as he gets this toothy smile and he shifts into human form and he starts falling. He's 60 to 80 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
You guys just see this outward view of the whole hill. This giant freaking raven, glinting from the one single sword of Klaus as he slowly plummets toward the air, getting faster and faster.
Yeah.
His fucking hair is flapping in his cape as he plunges towards Callan.
Yeah.
He's falling. You guys just see all of the wolves just tearing apart at Callan's and his legs and stuff. Percy, what do we see you doing?
Oh, okay. I fly around to the other fucking tree.
Yeah, and you guys just see Percy just dash and this wolf as he dashes towards the gym, towards the other
What
tree.
happened to the
Klaus
other
is-
gym that I never caught?
Klaus is it's on the ground.
I grabbed it.
Okay, you dash toward that instead. Klaus finally gets to the freaking old raven and a spray of blood comes out as you plunge right into Raven's. You're
Oh,
as tongue comes out.
I don't care.
As the raven writhes in pain.
Both of his eyes.
Writhes in pain and Klaus, you just plunge in it and you just get sprayed with this eye
Go,
goose. Where's your
go. The one with the gym?
No, it doesn't have a gem yet. This is just his other eye. It's all good. And you fall. And as you
I turn bat form again once he starts falling.
down and before you hit the ground, you shift back into platform and you start flying again. As you fly around.
Okay.
At this very moment,
Send Lucille.
Percy, he's you're trying to go grab that sea gem,
Yeah.
and Callan rolls over and sweeps across. He's trying to grab it too. See if it's their faster dex.
Can I go back
Oh,
they can't.
What?
20.
17.
Okay,
So you
I'm
barely
natural.
swoop it, and then you just almost see if you react fast enough as this huge fucking claw is coming right behind you.
Natural fucking 20.
What do you do? You see it coming.
So I see it coming, and so I fly above it, and as it's I'm just flying above it, I wall of force the hand down, so it's pinned underneath the wall of force.
Damn, you just catch it
And
and
as
puff.
it's pinned like that, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast with butt under both my feet, and then up into his jaw Eldritch Blast like that.
Dang, and
It's
you
going, "Wah, wah!"
damn, and you his
Like
hand
it's-
is connected to the ground, so his hand goes
it's
up,
like this.
and then just boom, he falls
Yeah,
back on his
right,
back,
yeah.
and he's writhing around in pain. He turns around
That was
and
my
he's
chance.
trying to
Yeah.
go up.
I go
Shepard, what do you see you do?
I go straight for his head. And and I just start tearing his face.
As you guys just see Trevor just start ripping the freaking shred.
Yeah.
All these his Callan's were-raven face is just
bleeding.
getting bloody. It's finally Callan stands and holds his stomach and stuff and just he shrinks back down in human
Another
form.
plan. I'm gonna send Arlo, and I'm gonna have Fiddlewick pop out of the bag, ride on Arlo's shoulders at the fucking shamans on the hill. I want Fiddlewick to take one of his chaos needles and jack it into Arlo, and let chaos magic take over, and they're gonna fucking
Holy shit. As
Where's the
Callan
dice?
finally falls, he falls onto his stomach.
What's this list? Do I need to look it up for the chaos magic?
We get a view, yes.
Or better yet, fucking just have chaos magic purely exonified through this dart in him, and he's just radiating and fucking crazy
As you
magic
can
colors
see,
shooting
Arlo-
off of him. Just fucking green, blue, yellow, fucking electricity, fire.
As you can
And
see,
just
Arlo just charging
crashes
up the
into
freaking
these
tower.
fucking group of shamans on the hill.
Damn into the druids?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yes.
These are the evil druids, right?
Yes. For as far as I know, because they're the ones making the evil tree come at us from behind.
As you guys are all like running up the fucking hill now, Callan shrinks back down into human form. You like
Yeah.
look back and he's like, you can see him. You can see him roll over,
Yeah.
and he's breathing, and he's missing a fucking arm. As like you guys are all charge up the tower, the druids turn, and they all hiss at you, and they all start come charging towards you. All of a sudden, oh, savage! He's like, what are you doing? All of a sudden, you guys just see Tripor just launch Callan, and freaking all of the druids. They like, well, Earthbender style, like jump, and there's 10 of them, and they all like go like this. There's just this huge wave of fucking vines come lunging at all of you guys.
Wall of force!
Damn, you guys, you pull up a wall of force. Do you get
I'm
behind this
still
wall?
in the air. No, I'm still in bat form. So
You-
as I've been bat form,
you
I've been
fly
sneaking
over it.
behind I've been sneaking behind the druids, and as he uses the vines on them, I slice all of them from the back at super vampiric speed, slicing all the druids.
Holy shit! All right, well, again.
Woo!
Oh, natural one!
Woo! It don't matter. Motherfucker!
Damn. So there's this moment where this giant freaking vine snow of everything, Percy just lifts up his arm and this wall of force, both hands, and just completely blocks it as all these vines come tumbling over and kind of reaching across. Then, meanwhile, Klaus flies around in fucking bat form, locks in on his target, and just vampire dust, a red fucking dust, straight like the Flash, and all of a sudden he like lands, and he has his fucking sword out, and it like goes like a view behind him, and all of the druids just fall to the ground.
Splash is kind of like in like a sequence, like
Yeah, it's all as they all just drop.
As I drink them because I'm fucking hurt and hungry, and I'm sorry, it looks a little savage, like a little brutal.
yes.
It looks a little brutal, I'm sorry.
And you guys just see Callan, he like slides, and he like licks his fucking sword as they all like just drop. Klaus, I keep saying Callan.
You're good, keep going, keep going.
All right,
Fly at the evil tree now.
damn.
I fly at the evil tree.
Okay, so you fly towards the evil tree. That was badass, Klaus.
I'm assuming that drinking 10 druids recovers me, James.
Sure.
Yes, thank you.
Basically, just gonna try to cast telekinesis on the gym inside of the tree.
Okay, as you like come flying up,
Yes. Just like level with it, like eye to eye with this thing.
Alright, beautiful.
By the way, getting stomped on by him hurt, so you all know. That's one of the reasons I'm picking out.
Oh,
that
you're
shit
good. You're
hurt.
good. Do it up.
I had a little flashback of that happening with Drake.
Yeah,
I know,
happens to
right?
a lot.
Oh yeah.
Down.
Okay.
Okay. What's up?
The hill. Good time, this is intense. The hill again falls to silence. As you come up on this disgusting gnarled tree, it's tall, and on one side of it, you see this small little arm, like attached to it. It's demonic in the left arm. Roll an intelligence check.
Sounds
It's not Callan's arm.
like. Oh, it's the other guy. Captain of the guard.
You guys immediately recognize this.
Yeah, the captain of the guard's arm.
I'll skip you.
Yeah.
As you guys like look around,
Yeah.
it's at this huge tree. My throat's dry as fuck, guys. Sorry. This tree looms over.
Yes.
On top of the tree, tied by a rope, is the dragon's skull. Its magnificent beauty and horns poke out to the side with a rope attached to the tree.
I run up the tree, get to where the skull is, inside the road, grab the skull, drop down.
All right, as you guys just see, Trekor just run up and do this. As the dragon skull slowly starts to tip.
Yeah.
I grab it.
All right, and it's heavy as hell, dude. It's huge.
As he's trying to telekinesis him down.
Like with your guys' all help, you guys see Trekor land, and it's like super heavy, and you
I
you
miss him. I go up there. I super speed up there.
and you guys all kind of
this.
like stable it, and you guys like put it onto the ground. Immediately, Percy telekinesis the gem towards himself.
Okay.
Put it in your bag.
Both. Because I have both.
Is there a way that we could like tie up?
You get this.
Oh, the skull?
Yeah.
Okay.
To like 30 dogs, and then have the wool patch.
Oh, that's a way better idea.
There's banners.
Well, Argent box.
Garden box.
There you go. Did you hear his idea?
What? Sorry.
He's gonna tie
chop
some.
down 3
Yeah.
trees. Use my whip to tie one side, then use that cow rope to tie the other. And then with those logs, I'm gonna have Percy throw the skull on it, and then I'm just gonna have the wolf axe.
Sled dog it.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
Sled dog.
beautiful,
Exactly.
actually.
Very great.
Okay. After about 10 to 15 minutes of standing, it's been raining, and lightning streaks across the sky every few moments.
Wait, quick pause.
All right.
You guys rough one more time.
All right.
Now the side is fate.
I just killed Callan.
He's not dead. He's gonna shield. No,
No, he got knocked out by some vines.
I threw him in those vines.
Okay, they knocked him out. They didn't hurt him. And remember the wall of force kind of took the majority of them from hitting you anyway. So if anything, you just threw.
I just threw him in the vines.
Oh yeah, we gotta give him a better.
You betrayed us.
Yeah, we all betray each other. You know.
It's like we've all been betraying each other and stuff.
I'm just like, you betrayed us.
Yeah, you threw him, but he's not dead. You threw him to the trees.
No, I threw him into the vines.
Yeah, that all fucking, they were already broken.
By the wall of force.
Remember?
And then he literally got
Everybody,
hit.
welcome back, Callan!
He got hit in the face by
Yay!
vines, and then I cut down 10 druids, which was great. Thank
My
you.
throat is so dry.
I hope you did like that game.
It's really not
I like.
What would you need to do? Yeah, like usually you roll a box, keep rolling.
Yeah, okay. I was like, where'd it go?
back.
I know.
I got to Callan. I got to Callan
Yeah.
as soon as he's awake.
Yeah.
Just wait out, Trev.
Huh?
Just wait out, bud.
What do we do?
I was gonna
That's good. He's gonna help you up. He just threw you into some trees.
Oh, okay.
Because you are a giant ravenbolt monster, so he basically put you down, and you only have one arm. Yeah, you lost your demon arm. Okay. That's how you're not corrupted anymore.
Gotcha.
I don't know. Are you back now, or are you still?
I don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah, you've been having an ordeal, man. Like,
Callan,
I don't know.
your left arm is from the shoulder down, right arm actually, is
Oh.
ripped off, and the bone is exposed.
Oh, Jesus.
As you like kind of stand up and get to yourself, and just like have like an immense headache, like you just have cuts all over your body, and you felt like you just went through a war, yet you remember nothing.
And the bones sticking.
Yeah, dude.
I just immediately, like, I look and I go, ah! And I cast my flame on my arm, and I'm just like, fuck!
that's painful.
Ah!
That was effective, though.
Nearly, like, pass out from
One
the
from like a
pain.
bandage. Here you go.
Just then, a portal appears in the sky as two hags fly, a spiraling descent, riding skulls of giants as transportation. With a horrendous laugh that rings out around the vineyard.
Yeah.
Great job, Callan! Color me impressed. As two hags come flying down, you immediately recognize one as Mother Agra, the second one, Ophelia. But this time, she looks very disgusting. She has green hair, green skin. Sorry, like a light pale skin. She has horns that are protruding off of her.
You don't look so good.
She's now a night hag.
Okay.
The first, Mother Agra, her super long hair, they both land off of the skulls and like slowly climb their way down.
I have the password up to me.
I have Arlo sneaked up behind them both. That's my move. He's up here on the hill fucking up some druids, but he also has Piddlewick on his shoulders,
Oh,
so he's become a
yeah.
chaos wolf.
Okay.
So I'm having him sneak up on the druids these beaches.
No, not the Ophelia.
All right,
You
this
don't
is
know what I'm
Callan.
doing.
So,
Allow me to place Callan real quick.
Of course.
Ophelia. Giles dead.
Oh, I know too well. She looks across you the way as she like clasps her hands at her chest. now, Omega. She walks around, takes a couple steps. Okay. He's constantly a werewolf from now on. Okay.
I'm still werewolf.
Alright. Where was I? God damn it.
Just let's go. Say what you feel.
I am Omega. She walks around Callan. And she, as Callan, you're like so tired and just almost paralyzed that you like can't really move.
As he's
She-
like,
You're good. What do you do?
He still has the bracer on his arm, so I was going to enhance the magic to increase his willpower.
Alright, and you do this, and Callan, you actually feel a little bit of a regeneration as she caresses Callan and hugs him from behind and whispers into your ear.
Don't fall for it.
We'll be eating couches now. She levitates the skull towards her and places it on top of Callan's demonic arm. What happened to Callan's arm again?
I
No.
just seared it, like I burned it.
So it's way down on the hill, actually, right? Yeah.
It's way at the bottom of the hill.
Okay.
What is it?
Yeah. So instead, she reaches for the dragon skull at the side, and she like tries to levitate it up. As you see, like you see Klaus just instantly try to react as like the dragon skull like drops.
have Arlo assault from behind on this bitch.
Well, she's got her arm around me, right?
Yeah, she's like kind of hugging you.
Okay, what arm? Is it like this arm around my neck, or is it this one? So is this one?
Yeah.
With my good arm,
There you go.
I'm gonna just put it right behind my head,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna cast a fireball.
Yes!
That's
Right
just-
back, and I'm like, Calnex is dead. You evil bitch.
Yes!
As this huge ball of fire begins to form in Callan's fucking arm, and just boom! As she just launches it,
Yeah.
Callan, you twist around, and you're like, and she tries to dodge out of the way, but you're like, fire just explodes all over her fucking face. You cast a fireball.
Yeah.
Damn, go ahead and roll.
Oh, I love it,
66.
buddy. Woo! Your shit just got heated.
You know what?
And then at that moment, have Arlo assault the Omega from behind.
Damn, as immediately too, Arlo the werewolf comes jumping in.
Then
Yeah,
I said,
comes jumping in.
Just have her above her
right
shield.
after Ophelia. I say, go.
20?
Then,
Yeah, fuck yeah.
and
She
I
goes
said,
spinning away and you see like her shield
I
coming
said,
shimmering.
to go cure, free.
As you guys just see these multiple werewolves come lunging on Omega, as all of a sudden she just goes like this and disappears and just
shit.
vanishes as like all of the werewolves come like crashing into each other. Immediately, this old hag stands up.
That's right, yeah, feel it.
This old hag, she stands up and pulls out a freaking skull on her side,
Yeah.
Mother Agra, and exposes it. And as she does this, she like stands up and gets taller and taller. Now she's about 12 feet tall, Mother Agra, and she's holding a skull, and underneath it hangs a spine. As she's like holding onto it, you try to telekinesis out of her hand, and she just grabs onto it. Go ahead and roll against me.
I cut
You
her
guys see
arm
them
off while
coming
she's
off.
focusing. I cut her arm off while she's focusing.
Ophelia went invisible.
Where is she at, though?
She disappeared.
Oh.
This is Mother Agra.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it was like a 7.
Oh,
Okay.
and by the way, you have no eyes.
Okay, she rips it. She immediately rips it. And Arlo is about to come over, and she like her hag arms. She like goes like this and just slams Arlo, and Arlo yelps and goes rolling down the hill a little bit. The rest of the other wolves come approaching and running around. All of a sudden, you see this giant freaking saber-tooth tiger come launching out of nowhere and jump into the air. This thing, and you guys hear Van Richten just laugh to herself because she has like these special powers, and like lances over and like rips Omega out of the air, and she bursts from invisibility as the saber-tooth just plunges to the ground and starts ripping at her. She just like blasts and blasts and blasts. Trevor, you're running up towards her.
I
What do you
pick
do?
her up by the throat and I throw her into a tree.
Then we try to grab her. She sees you coming. Obviously, roll.
What's Mother Agra doing right now?
What's your strike
She's in like a battle with Percy.
Well, as she's doing that, I cut off her arm. She's trying to force free.
16.
Damn. Okay. All of a sudden, you see. Trevor, what were you trying to do? I'm so sorry.
I was trying to pick her up by the throat and
What was your roll?
16.
Then we tied. immediately you see she like she sees you coming, and you like immediately just grab up onto her throat, and you like
Lucille, let go, and I throw her.
and you like throw her, and Lucille like comes charging in after her too. It's like rolling after Ophelia.
Yeah.
Just then, Mother Agra, what are you gonna do?
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna cast after the fireball. I realize what's going on, and I'm just like so mangled and beat up. I'm gonna cast haste on myself.
Beautiful.
So like the flash, and I'm gonna pull out my sword. Yeah. I'm gonna go after the nearest person next to me, but like super fast. I'm
Damn,
gonna try and
Mother
cut.
Agra is right in front of you. She towers over you.
I'm gonna try and cut at her leg.
Damn, go ahead and roll attack.
With advantage. Where's my?
Oh,
Because we're super fast.
yeah. Oh, great! Thank God!
Jesus
Thank God!
5
Oh, better.
plus your sword plus your charisma shit.
Natural 17.
Oh, yeah, I lost. It's your spell attack. It's gonna ever bring on anything. No, that's Sal. Spell attack. Yeah, it's
alright, you lost.
6. That's bad.
You lost.
That's a lot of it.
Yeah.
As you come like swinging, she like just starts levitating up and just grabs onto you, Callan, and like levitation, and you're like hanging there as she just launches you back and throws you up into this huge crack right about here. And she like floats up.
Avoid the spike angles, and I want to try and whip you right back at her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Damn, all these
Kind of
people-
like, no, just
Like
in,
like
in before he
making-
gets into the wolf.
Like a
Damn.
catapult. They just throw me.
Damn, as you guys see like Callan just like land onto this thing, and like Percy just launches him, and Callan goes flying back
Yeah,
towards
with that
her.
sword.
Damn!
With my sword.
Oh!
And I'm gonna come down kind of like falling because like
Yeah.
I just got thrown.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna swing it like wide at her shoulder blade.
Damn, as you like lunges right into her, she actually drops her skull, which clangs to the ground. Then she like rises up. As you like yank it right out of there, she rises up and she casts fireball. And she like launches it. Everybody, I need a dex save.
Oh,
Can I walk
Fucking
horse?
9th level. You try it. I'll count that as your dex. Every favorite.
Alright.
What is it?
10 for me, which is plus 9, 19.
Dex.
For me,
DC.
can use the spell.
20 unnatural.
Wait, can I run behind Percy?
What's your dex?
I'm 16.
11, 15.
Alright, DC 15. Who succeeded?
Hey,
I said
I rolled 16.
barely.
Yeah,
Barely.
natural.
I
Holy
did.
shit.
Yeah.
You guys all succeeded?
Yeah.
Alright.
And as she does that, hey, can I do
Dad,
something?
Dad, do I have to roll for attack?
Yeah.
1 second. Let's do this fireball real quick.
We just say that like wall forced the explosion, but it like sent me back, so now I have to fight for a minute.
Yeah, that's
One
fine.
use death poison instead of half. Because the rules are weird.
I was trying to figure out how many d6s it would be, but I'm over it.
Don't even.
I'm over it. So,
I just wall forced the explosion, but it like blasts me back.
damn, as you guys, everybody like gets saved besides Percy because he like forms this like
Energy bubble.
energy bubble around all of you guys. As Percy is like flying back, his cape billowing in the wind, he like flies off into the woods and like smashes into a tree. You're gonna go take 20 damage. But everybody else, you guys get saved. As like the energy force just gets burned and then evaporates around you guys.
After everything calms down, she's still focused on
I still got her fucking staff in my hand though.
Yeah, you just see Percy just hold it up.
I want to come up at vampiric speed and lunge my sword, slashing right across Mother Agra's belly.
At the same time with haste, fucking both supernatural fast and speed.
All of a sudden,
Both
just
like
slash.
yes.
As like you just see Baba Agar just get split right in freaking half and fall Darth Maul style and crumble to the ground.
You're still attacking.
Just then, as you guys see, freaking Lucille has Omega pinned onto the freaking ground. And as you're trying to walk up, excuse the fucking ad. As you guys trying to walk up, he immediately just bites onto Omega and just starts ripping. As you guys see, she just like gets less and less. Everybody, I need a perception check at this moment.
Okay.
Seal, stop. 17.
Jesus
I got
Christ.
6 Trevor saw it.
At this very moment, Van Richten points and screams, "We have an audience! End it here!" As he points to the sky, the clouds are billowing and they're forming into the visage of Strahd von Zarovich, of vampiric teeth, as he's looking down at this battle.
Yeah.
Omega finally like is struggling underneath Lucille, and then her hand drops to the side as she finally succeeds or fails to.
Get the seal on.
Yes.
Right.
I was like, what?
As her hands
Same
drop.
as you ripping at her.
Oh.
Fails to fight her.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's okay.
I said the
He
completely
got
wrong
really
words.
caught up in his energy.
No, you're cool. Like,
It's very new for James.
I'm
doing this
literally
at
just
100
like,
miles an hour.
I'm kind of like just like shaking my head, like trying to figure out
Everything's
what
gone nuts.
like figure out what the fuck is going on. But
Kevin, I'm happy with
me too. But I love that. Just like,
Yeah.
wow, that's just dead bitch.
Oh yeah, that was dope.
That's why I had to ask. I was like, where? Like, because I have one arm, and I'm like, where is she hugging me?
Hell yeah.
But I just like how you're like,
I know.
Percy, you barely like stand up.
Yeah.
You're launched like 50 freaking
Yeah,
yards.
I'm back
dude.
in like the woods behind all this.
Yeah, and as you guys kind of stand up, lightning streaks loudly from the sky. A giant bolt of lightning smashes into the ground as a form of Strahd von Zarovich slowly begins to stand up.
Was that Strahd?
Yeah.
Cool.
Fangs exposed. He's pissed and immediately appears, vanishes in smoke, and he's like appears by Omega, who I don't know.
He's like contemplating.
Fangs exposed. He immediately appears at Omega's body, tears streaming down his face. No! 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 Strahd screams towards the sky. Lightning streaks right above you, Percy. The lightning bolt crackles into the tree. It immediately snaps and breaks over, and part of it catches on fire. He exposes her neck and plunges his fangs into her neck.
Am I seeing any of this or am I too far away?
You can barely see this, but it's happening so fast.
Okay, sorry.
Plunges her fangs right into the neck and feeds off of her neck,
Yeah.
off of her dying body,
Yeah.
granting her vampirism. Strahd can barely let go, but barely managing not to drain what little life remains in her blood. He looks down into her face, pure shock, with blood-stained lips and tears streaming down his face.
Sun shining.
All of a sudden, an immediate bright light comes out of nowhere, and as soon as you see this, Omega's arm grabs onto Strahd's chest,
I paralyzed both of them.
and they both turn towards. You used sunlight. You didn't use the other one.
Maybe he got confused.
This huge bright light come charging towards it, and all of a sudden you see bubbles start to boil on Strahd's face
I brought up and I
As he-
jumped and I started slashing at Omega and Strahd.
as he covers his face. As soon as you lunge
He's
towards it,
paralyzed.
he's not paralyzed. You used the sunlight.
buddy.
He used.
Old vampire?
Yes.
Sorry, buddy. And he put his cape over it. As soon as you come lunging towards it, you plunge into mist that expands into nothing. Both Strahd and Omega gone.
and now she's a vampire.
15 and.
So apparently now Hag vampire. That's terrible.
All of a sudden, flipping and flying down is an envelope. Trevor immediately snatches the envelope.
I read it because he's in hybrid form and his claws can't open.
Doesn't matter to read.
Trevor, you read it, and
He's back to
it says, "Dear friends, there will be a wedding this night. If you show, you will meet the full force of Barovia. Signed, Strahd von Zarovich."
Does
Read
it
this
say
out
like
loud.
where it's at?
It's at the castle. Yeah. We still have the skull, right?
And I'm like, alright, well, let's go crush a wedding, boys!
Let's take the skull to the place
Let's
first.
go!
Oh, we're definitely taking this. It's on the way. We're taking the skull back to the
You have
dragon.
both
Yeah, we
gems,
take
right?
the skull back to the dragon.
Oh, okay.
You have both gems in the
And I get my skull dragon back.
The dog.
As you guys harvest,
Let's
we're just gonna like kind of cut over to Ari Boss Holt, real fast.
I'm at the tower.
But just theater the mind it.
We're doing
With all, I'm in the backyard with all the wolves that are just.
One second.
Uh-huh. You roll up on the manor. Yeah. Make like a sweet dog sled for the dragon skull.
Oh.
Giant dragon skull. You weren't here, but we went into this manor, and there was like a dragon's like spirit basically resting in the manor, and he said, "Retrieve my skull, and I can help you fight."
Okay. It was after you got Hag possessed and knocked me out when I was feeding on rats.
That's why you went there. Yeah, that's story reasons.
Yeah.
And then, so
You
that's
gotta
why
stop
he's
doing
got
that.
the where it was like snow dogging the dragon's
Oh
skull back.
yeah, and she just awesome fight where I took down the
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, you told him a lot about that.
Yeah. The alpha pack.
Earlier today.
Oh, that's right.
That was
Earlier
great.
today.
All right, we just kind of flash. we get a series like a montage of Trepor finally finishing the sled and hauling the freaking school of Argynvost.
Yeah.
And I'm just the main leader that just.
Yeah, and the werewolf's tied to it by a rope and they're pulling it. As you guys come up to the mansion,
You're very happy.
as you guys come up to the mansion, as you all ascend the stairs in the mausoleum, draconic bones align the walls and coil up and around to the top of the tower. As you reach the top of the stairs, the smiling spirit of Lord Argynvost stands under the snaking neck of his ancient draconic dead corpse.
Brought your skull.
He says no words,
Time to rock and roll.
merely beaming with a radiance of pure good energy. He motions towards the neck.
There's a telephone.
Alright. Kind of bossy now, aren't we?
Click.
Yeah, it looks like you got a little bit too big for the top.
I'm a werewolf alpha dog. Listen. I listen, boss.
Click. The skull immediately beams a magnificent blue energy as the dragon slowly starts to form scales and gets blue with this beautifully platinum colored dragon as it begins to grow and there's spikes going all around it. Immediately all around the tower, this huge serpentine dragon slowly gets scales and scales as it goes all the way around. The dragon lets out a small roar, and he rips open the roof, and he plunges and flies. All of his this super long serpentine body wraps up and flies out of the freaking roof. All of a sudden, you guys all just look up. It does a view of all of the lands of Barovia. This huge dragon. It's like a mile long. It seems like it just never ends. Finally, the tail comes flying out of the tower. This huge dragon, fully extended, and starts levitating up in the air. Clouds in its path vaporize from the beauty and the just the pure radiant energy coming off of this fucking dragon. As he flies and starts coiling up in the sky, Shenron style. All of the clouds and all around him, surrounding the mansion, vaporize and expand and just start to disappear more and more. Immediately, the dragon lets out a roar, and a white blast of pure radiance beams down towards Argynvost, surrounding the tower. The tower absorbs all of the beam and rumbles with energy at your feet for a moment, then redirects the beam upwards and into the sky permanently. Immediately, all of the mists and the land of Barovia disappear as the sun is now visible and shines down upon the land, which hasn't happened in over 500 years.
All we have to do is bring the devil out.
Immediately, Lord Argynvost flies down, and as he comes to the tower, he shifts into his human form and reforms right before you. He holds out his arm and gives you guys, I don't know, some dice that I made.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Everybody take one and then all right.
Oh.
What I think they are, Jay?
I made these.
Bone
Very
dice.
cool,
I
dude.
only got two.
Are they all tested that yet?
Yep.
Wait, do we all get two or just one? James, did you get two?
Yeah.
I only got one.
Now,
Sorry.
can I say my idea?
Yeah.
I have two changes.
Yeah. Let me explain what happens because this is all happening instantly.
Oh, I thought he was going to be constructive.
Okay. He holds out his hand and gives you guys dice.
Yeah.
You guys can now roll 2d6 on any roll because you guys all lit the beacon of
Yeah, but
Argynvost.
what do these do?
You can just add those to all your rolls.
Oh,
Yeah.
we were lost.
36.
You guys also get a permanent +1 to your AC.
Hey, look at that.
As you guys are
I'm at
filled,
21.
you guys are filled with tremendous hope, and you all gain an inspiration.
Yeah, I'm at 21.
Alright.
Lord Argynvost smiles and says, "Let's go take back Barovia." As we're gonna go take a quick break.
Okay.
I like it.
Or should we keep going?
Keep going.
Don't just keep going.
Keep going. Go
All
ahead.
right.
I'm in the moment.
Me too. Okay. Okay.
What do you guys do?
I have 2 gems. One, getting my stone dragon back, okay? That's how I'm gonna be riding into shit.
Put it in the tower.
Even better. The whole manor. I wanna like embed the gem into like the foundation of the manor. And I wanna
Okay.
turn the manor into like how I did with the fucking windmill. Like, you
Oh
know what
my
I mean?
God.
Like a walking
I love it.
fucking
I love it.
Leviathan.
I love it.
I want that, and I want to have my stone dragon flying above it, and then you guys on the dragon up even higher above. Okay? Okay? You guys can all ride the dragon. I got my stone dragon, and then we got a giant tower for the ground floor.
I will be on the tower. Should I go on the tower?
You should go on the dragon. You all should ride the dragon. I got my stone dragon. You got a silver dragon to ride.
No, that's fine. I'll go.
We go get a drink.
Yeah.
I will ride the dragon.
Yes.
I want to get off like him.
I honestly can drive. I can fly myself too. It don't matter.
Go up on the steps and just like any enemies, hit the drum, slam them.
Do I need to maneuver? Are you going to be able to maneuver the tower and the dragon?
No, the tower is really just going to be like a walking like Leviathan to just start smashing the fucking castle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you just going to like telekinetically push it?
I'm just gonna mentally be like, move forward, steamroll through fucking whatever we come across, and just get to the castle. Fucking ha!
Caleb
Let's go.
reaches into his coat jacket, pulls out a flask,
your
and
wool
starts
down.
shaking because I missed a lot.
I missed a lot. Right. Alright.
Alrighty, guys.
Do I still like hold for even form? Is that
Oh,
still
yeah.
possible?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Just watch your demon on.
Yeah.
Okay, the
You lost
thing
your
that
demon
possessed
eye.
me because of the
Hey,
the hat.
That all the wolves in Barovia were for shop.
The wolves?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the rivers.
The werewolves used to.
So what I'm saying, so possibly maybe send out backup?
That could be cool,
You
right?
guys should go get
Messenger
more
man.
werewolves.
Let's shoot.
I'm gonna send the
idea.
spear one. I'm gonna like turn
There are no more werewolves.
Oh.
There's only this pack.
Okay.
But the lands, the forests are riddled with other wolves that could come at our beck and call.
You're the elf available.
You're really towards the Strahd. That's why they just.
Barovia has been ruled.
As you guys kind of look over and see this old man, it's Steinberg. Steinberg. He's the ex pack leader. As he kind of he kind of walks up. He
Okay.
just introduces himself as Steinberg.
Okay.
As he like walks up and he turns toward.
The devils ruled over these lands far too long. The people, all the way down to the fauna and the plants, want this bastard to fall. And today shall be the day.
Go get everyone you can. Go get anything. Now.
We'll meet you at the gates of Ravenloft.
Yes, go.
And all of the werewolves,
Stay with me.
but besides two, Seth and Leah, the younger ones, all plunge off into the forest.
You're gonna get them.
No.
I'm gathering a bunch of people.
I know we're saying what
Dude, they're tall.
Okay, let's go. We just gotta get.
One of them kept setting me up because they're new.
I got the one that's hated and killed. The other's not a smart call.
That's not.
We're about
That's
to
what
be
all about
battle.
Like, you're seeing all their forces being distracted,
They're gonna meet us after
and the lightning strikes never go.
Oh.
We might just have to theater of the mind those dudes.
Yeah,
Because
Thor
there's so
song.
many minis and shit to
Oh.
work with. We might just have to theater in the mind.
Definitely theater. You can't be having like dragon, sing a thing. Totally. Damn.
I mean, I could do this with the dragon.
Okay, so explain me your guys' plan, please.
Oh, my plan. Okay.
Explain the plan just one more time. I want to hear the
I
final
don't say everyone. I'm
plan.
like, okay, guys, plan. You guys on the silver dragon.
I'm not
You.
getting you the silver thread.
Why?
I'm not gonna get the silver thread.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna get it.
He wants to get him the man.
Why?
Van Richten kind of speaks up.
How do you plan on entering Ravenloft?
Tower.
Through the front fucking gates,
Going to
to
the highest
God.
tower.
Do you know how defended this is going to be?
Dragon for the highest tower.
And let's not forget, everybody, that hurting my father does nothing until we destroy the crystal heart.
I have a plan for that. Okay. Everyone just listen. Just scream. Okay.
Percy like steps up onto like a stone thing. As Percy actually like, usually he's terrified of shit, but
Yeah.
Percy actually looks like he's like starting to man up a little bit
Yeah.
as he steps up to elevate his voice.
What do you
All right. The plan. You three are gonna be on the silver dragon. I will be on the stone dragon, so we can all assault the highest tower. The highest tower. What are you gonna say?
Seth and Leo.
All the werewolves are with you who you want on the dragon.
Okay.
It's a very big dragon.
I only have Seth and Leo.
Okay, they're with you on
Come
the dragon. Okay.
I only have Seth and Leo.
Yes, they're on. Trevor. Yes. Okay, can we move on past that now? Yes. Thank you. Continue, Chris. I'll be on the stone dragon, leading the other aerial force. The manor, which isn't even the manor, it's Argenfalst mansion. Oh, Argenfalst will lead the ground forces and crash in through the main gate while we assault the tower. It's a distraction, you see. What? The gate?
Dude, I don't know what. I know that song you're talking about, but I can't think of what it's called.
It's Thor's intro song.
Led Zeppelin, the beginning of it.
Led
It's the
Zeppelin.
beginning of Thor Ragnarok song.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's a little
Type
bit
that
more.
in.
Yeah, it's Led Zeppelin something.
Opening of Thor Ragnarok. Okay. What? Alright.
The
Yes!
Land of Ice and Snow.
Okay, yeah, that's it. And so, alright.
What
That's
is
the
it?
plan. Ben Rickton,
Land of Ice and
whatever
Snow
you think
by
you should
Led
do, but
Zeppelin.
maybe you should be on the dragon too. We might need you inside the tower.
I think that's a good idea.
Alright.
I do know that we will be met with a force on. This is a day of death. I'm afraid not all of us. I cannot promise that we all return.
Jonathan, what's the fastest way to destroy the heart?
Oh, I got. Oh, sorry.
I've
I
never
have a plan
been.
for that too.
I have.
You three
What's the
will
fastest way?
listen. You three,
One more time around.
you will describe to
Icy
me
Snow, sorry.
the location of the heart.
by Led
You three, being the
Land
main
of Ice and
warriors,
Snow.
will distract Strahd while I go destroy the heart.
The problem is, my father, that's what happened when you all faced him at the cemetery, remember? The moment I struck the heart with full force, he knew instantly and teleported to it.
That's why you three will be there, distracting him, holding him.
We
We'll
all
have
have-
the end of the Ravenkind,
Yeah.
hold him in place, and destroy the heart, making him vulnerable, and you can finally kill him for good.
As long as we make our stand at the tower,
That's you three, yes, but I'll be going to get the
I can
heart.
hold vampire him, and then I can just freaking carry him outside, and I just throw him
He's
in.
following. He's finally following.
That was the plan.
And then I'm gonna throw him outside, and all the sunlight will burn
What
me.
sunlight?
There's sunlight now. All
Oh.
the mists are gone.
We're
Remember?
gonna get everywhere too.
I'm
Like
just
I
gonna throw him in
said,
all the sunlight.
yes.
He-
Do that.
I'm just gonna hold vampire the whole time and just let him foil.
Yes, good plan. We will do that.
as we go, I lift my hood because...
All right, good man.
Yeah, let's just drink it.
Yes. Good. You stayed calm.
But time out. One more thing before we continue.
No,
What's his situation? Does he have 2 arms? Does he have 1 arm? Did we get him?
He's got one arm.
I've only got one arm, dude.
You have one arm and one eye.
Okay.
Freaked
You
out.
look epic.
Pirate.
Yeah, you look
You
freaked
got
out.
wine?
Yeah, that's you. You can't drink it too, young boy.
Yeah, I've got a lot of alcohol.
All right, now. Moving on.
I'm just gonna podcast this
Move
shit.
out, folks.
We stormed the castle, my father's castle right away.
Yes.
Okay.
Trevor's a human form.
Now play the song. Fucking us all.
With his blue rose. That's
Yes.
his right.
You are now the Blue Rose Knight.
Up the dragon scale of bargain.
Well, that's not. You like the name of that or what? Blue Rose? The Blue Rose Knight?
Yeah, I put blue rose.
And a dragon
The
scale
field
armor.
that we found in the forest.
Yeah.
It was like the one we encountered that was over like the young girl's grave. I forgot. But like,
All right,
in the
okay.
middle.
All of a sudden,
Sentimental.
It's just like the
We get a view.
Yeah.
all of a sudden we get a view
Yes.
of all of Barovia.
Yeah.
Pause. View Barovia, the forest. All of a sudden, you guys see this huge dragon come piling out. Instantly add, of course.
Of course. It's okay.
Yeah. There we go.
All of a sudden, this huge silvery dragon comes breaking out of the clouds in the sky. It's like waving form. All of a sudden, all of your guys' hair is just flapping in the wind expertly. All of the wolves come charging into the forest.
Yeah.
All of the forest and all of the pods and stuff. As you guys see, Percy, like, yeah, as you guys looking too, there's just a huge pack of wolves led by werewolves. You guys look over, Percy comes slowly levitating up on his fucking on his stone dragon, his hair also flapping in the wind.
I'm Sinbading the ballista. Attach the ballista
Yeah,
to it.
he's like sitting on top.
Yeah.
He's like sitting on top of a fucking ballista. He's freaking charged and ready. All of a sudden, you guys
And
keep
the man is
running.
marching. And
Yeah.
you see the fucking like mansion just largely exploding to the beat.
Oh shit.
Like with legs extended, like.
And it keeps going. It goes like a view of everybody's faces. We look at Cal and his hair flapping in the wind. He's just serious as hell.
Now the cast. What do we see?
All of a sudden, there's this huge castle looming in the distance. Clouds billowing. All of a sudden, all of the wolves, it's just all in slow motion. They're like charging towards this army of freaking skeletons are running towards them as they all clash with zombies and shit. All of the werewolves and
fucking kicking skeletons.
yeah, and everybody's just like fighting and like they're like and as you guys does like an overview of all of Castle Ravenloft. We do an overview of all of Castle Ravenloft. The ground just moving back and forth as ants with an army of skeletons and stuff. All of a sudden, it goes to the roof, and there's this huge black dragon that's laying onto it. And he like rolls over, slowly stands up, flicks the air with his tongue, and he like starts like he jumps up into the air, and he like flies like this, extends his arms out, and it's a Draco Lich. And he like flaps towards you, and he just starts charging towards you guys as you guys like flying through the air. You guys all pull your swords.
I'm gonna cast Dragon's Breath right at it.
Yeah!
Damn, you're like all of a sudden like
What?
on top of the freaking
Lightning and light.
this huge Draco Lich just this freaking Callan just stands up and this huge bolt of electricity comes charging towards it. It immediately tries to dodge out of the way. What happened?
Replay the song. It's okay. It's a short song.
It's a very short.
Just replay it over and over.
Okay. No, it changed.
It's okay.
Fucking ads make this one off.
Yeah, stick with that one over and over. When it gets close, replay. I can just come over and help him.
There you go.
All of a sudden,
It's like
you guys
meth
see,
with me.
yeah, you guys see just impact all of a sudden as Callan's electricity comes flying and cackling throughout the air, igniting all of Castle Ravenloft, and just smashes into the fucking Draco Lich, who like cowers in fear. All of a sudden, you guys see Percy come flying in on the stone dragon. And comes flying in, and just like, fire this huge freaking ballista at the dragon. Damn. Oh my god! 15!
Oh no! Just like fucking impaling like it's like one shoulder.
And then it like plunges into it as the silver dragon, Lord Argynvost, comes flying up. And he like does a split. You guys are all fly off of the freaking, you guys are all like falling towards the fucking
I grab everybody I can. It's like,
I come fucking swooping in!
I scream at Callan. You got it?
Wait,
Callan! Can you still transform?
You guys are just slowly falling.
You're a
I'm gonna try and
As you guys you like turn into and you're trying to like awkwardly fight and
Oh, he's like, I got 1 week controller!
all of a sudden just boom! Swoop! Percy on the stone dragon swoops you guys, and you guys are flying over as Lord Argynvost crashes into the fucking Draco Lich. Crash into each other and slam into a tower of the castle, and they both
Take it, noble lord!
yeah, and then all of a
Tail
sudden
breaks my wing.
damn, all of a sudden, like, as you guys are flying close to the fucking dragon, the tail comes flying out of the way and smashes into the stone fucking thing.
Can I drop the stone
You're
wheel?
twisting. You're trying to react. You're flying fucking 80 miles an hour as you smash right into the fucking church. All of a sudden, you guys are all standing there. Yeah, you guys are in this church now, all of a sudden. Strahd and everyone's standing there. This is all like motionless. Strahd like just pulls out his fucking sword as you like do this, and he makes a wisdom save.
Oh shit, okay, throw it down.
Oh, we're
Everybody in the field, it just starts scattering as he just presents the holy fucking symbol.
I instantly fly. He described where the heart was.
Damn, you see Percy just take the fuck out.
I'm still
I go with you. Hey, I go with you. Otherwise, I'll teleport.
I'm still a Ravenhold, so I'm just gonna run at him.
Okay, fine.
Bring us back.
All of a sudden, Strahd smiles and pulls out his fucking sword, and he succeeds. He's like, "You think this can stop me, fool?" And charges towards you. And he tries to swing. Klaus immediately pops in front of him and fucking blocks it. All of a sudden, Callan.
I come crashing into him and hold for him.
Damn, all of a sudden, just boom! Strahd just goes flying. Oh, is that a natural one? Oh, thank God. All of a sudden, huge punch Strahd. He goes flying into the thing. And he like,
I'm going as he turns around and tries to stab him.
all of a sudden he like lands onto the wall like this, and he looks up, and just in time, fucking Klaus is just fangs bare, just stabs Strahd, pinning him into the fucking wall. All of a sudden, Trevor jumps on. All of a sudden, we just see all of these freaking we see all these werewolves come charging towards.
Break the cannon!
Trevor just holds up the holy symbol of Ravenkind, and he just like looks like, hold damn fire!
I poof back out.
As you guys
go
just
back
see,
to Helen. Yeah.
damn, Callan, you shift back in her form. Strahd drops. Back in his uniform, he's twitching. As you like try to grab onto him, he grabs onto you and he's like trying to paralyze you. Try to throw him outside.
Yeah.
Damn, as he crashes through the fucking window, goes flying outside.
I go with him and I try and take my sword and pin it back to the castle so he doesn't go outside. Like this. Throw it.
Wait.
Yeah. Okay, guys, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, ready? So Trevor just fucking launches Strahd, shattering the window. All of a sudden, it goes to a view of outside. Klaus just fucking appears there with
right back through the
and just
door.
like slams him back with his elbows. Trevor goes flying back into the fucking church and smashes, comes rolling, and he's still paralyzed.
I cast a fireball right at him when he's on the ground.
Dude, you just see this huge red light of just it's just like boom, just everything. You guys all need to just guys barely dodge out of the way. As just fire covers everything.
Oh shit.
As we're gonna cut to Percy.
Yes.
Percy.
As I make my way, do you want to cut to the heart?
Yeah.
I pointed to the window.
Oh, actually, no. Okay. So as I'm like running through the tower, I reach in my bag. I pull out the remains of Dragar. I throw it on the ground and I cast Prayed Undead, fusing it with Soul Infusion. Fucking Dragar pops back up, fucking full barbarian style, but he looks like Azaleen Rex mixed, like mixed style, and he's just like fucking standing there with his axe that I also like. If I don't have his axe, I give him another weapon. You have his axe. I give him like a fucking battle hammer. Like, huh? Oh, okay. I hand him the fire dagger.
He stabs it into the heart.
And so I do that, and then at the same.
Yeah, I was like,
I was gonna use you too if you were dead.
All right. So ready?
Continuing.
All right. So that's your plan.
Whoop.
We cut to Percy,
Yeah.
who's like has a panic look across his face. He's wandering the halls of fucking Castle Ravenloft.
Wow.
All of a sudden, we keep getting these montages of like you have to be running through and like battle all of these forces. Like there's
And
like
all of a sudden, but like, okay, so I come in like looking really scared and shit, and then when I kind of notice no one's around, I kind of just like roll my shoulders, get all confident, make Dragar, and I start fucking sprinting like that, like just down the hall.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody tries to stop me, just fucking Eldritch Blast it,
Get
Eldritch
smashed.
Bartend will pull it down.
Or Dragar's like,
fucking
boom!
Yeah. And then I fucking another point. Oh fucking no wait to do this. I put my hand down on the ground and I drop like fucking 3 or 4 hearts I've been carrying in my bag into the middle of the circle, and I cast Infernal Calling, and I start them in a fucking Beelzebub demon.
oh shit.
What?
Yeah.
The Beelzebub demon.
Damn! As you guys just see the look on
God
this
damn.
crazy
I
dark
keep running.
smile of Percy as he takes off. We cut to a part where he's running up this fucking huge tower. He's going circle and circle up these stairs.
With an undead Dragar.
A red light getting brighter and brighter. Eventually, he screeches across the top, and he's overlooking a giant red heart crystal in front of him.
Instead of stabbing it, I grab it.
What? It's like this.
Telekinesis.
As you reach and grab onto this heart,
Yeah.
it like as you grab it and it's held from its magical spot.
Yeah.
You know that it like shrinks back down into like a normal heart.
Yeah. I then grab the heart,
Crush it.
I hold it gently, and I run back to the top. Up the tower.
You're already at the top.
You're already up the top.
Oh, okay.
Remember, it's like floating in the top of the tower.
Yeah, but I was gonna wait till I came back up.
Do you run back down to the?
Yeah, back to them, wherever they are. I go back. They're fighting Strahd.
There you
What
go.
was I gonna say?
I have to crush it and crush it right in front of
You
his
know what I'm
eyes.
saying?
Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does.
You guys see Percy smile as he like grabs onto the crystalline heart, pockets it, and as we kind of cut back,
All our forces, Strahd's forces, and us are just all at
we
it.
cut back to a ting 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 as of Klaus and Strahd like fighting back and forth, his vampire fangs exposed. As he like tries and like defending off Klaus finally, he like swings and Klaus gets flying off into the air. Callan, what do you do?
I cast Gunter's Lullaby.
Oh,
on
shit.
Strahd.
There it is.
Wisdom save. Oh my god, 3. That's a fail.
There it is. Now you get it.
Strahd gets sleepy, dude. As he's like standing there and like he magically falls to sleep. I believe he's actually immune to it. So he's like starting to resist, and he shakes it off, and he bares his fangs, and all of a sudden he just like these huge bat-like wings come flapping out as like he like stands up and he's now in like this 10-foot now tall form and he has like this super demonic face you guys have never seen as he like exposes both of his fucking wings and plunges towards you guys and he flies up. He's like launching balls of fire. You guys are all
I
trying to
cast
dodge
Thunder Step on myself, and I go up to where he's at. Like, I cast Thunder Step, and I'm gonna just like plunge my sword in his throat.
Damn, all of a sudden you guys just see this bolt of electricity as Callan just appears and plunges the sword right into fucking Strahd. As Strahd just like keeps flying around in this
And as he's like,
this fucking form, just flying around. He actually like reaches out all of his arm and he's like pulling all of your guys' energy away from you. He's like just healing. He like grabs onto you. He grabs onto your sword and he pulls you and he shakes you off. He goes flying to the ground. He grabs it, fucking chucks it at Klaus. You trying to block it? Roll against me.
I throw my shield right at him.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Wait, do we have advantage? Because I
Two.
threw my shield.
Oh.
Dude, you threw your shield?
Okay, roll again.
Okay, no, this is what happens. You threw your shield and Strahd threw the sword so freaking fast that it goes right through the shield. The Dragar's freaking shield is splitting right in half. And Klaus, it goes plunging right into Klaus, pinning Klaus to the fucking wall as Klaus just lays there, limp now. Strahd immediately disappears. Strahd immediately disappears and flies towards Klaus and like exposes his neck, just bites onto Klaus, drains him. You take 50 damage.
I cast Frost on my scimitar. Oh, and use my meta magic, and I cast Mage Hand, and I'm gonna chuck this fucking sword with Frost on it towards Strahd, wherever he's
The one that
at.
he just threw at.
Yeah, he like.
Oh, there's my sword.
He like still cast frost on it.
Well,
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna
can,
cast
you
Frost.
can make it reappear.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna do that.
Damn. So when you do that, Klaus actually drops his not pinned to the wall anymore. And it appears back in your hand as you see Callan like pull over ice on it as he summons it in front of him and launches it back at Strahd. As soon as Klaus falls to the ground, like he goes to turn and immediately just get plunged in with this freaking
And when he does that?
staggers and falls again right on top of Klaus.
And when that happens, I take my sword down, I'm not pinned. I activate my Crimson Right twice, well, for both of them, for light and lightning, and I want to plunge them where that ice sword, near the ice sword, right into his frickin' so they stab through his
Damn.
wings so no more
As you
flies.
guys just see the two swords just all of a sudden, one beaming with light, one beaming with electricity,
I gotta roll my
stab
dice.
into Strahd. Don't worry about it, Jake. And all of a sudden,
Fire, lightning, and ice. Lightning, light, and ice.
No, Strahd actually grabs onto you and like goes to rip on at you and slashes across your face. At this very moment. Oh, where are you going to take Huh?
I'm trying to be really subtle. Just continue.
Okay, so.
Say.
We'll go.
Sorry.
That's half my face is not bloody.
Okay, so at this very moment, Strahd in this huge demonic form finally like just keeps like scratching at Klaus and stuff.
In that moment, I use my Ethereal Step as he's about to plunge his onto me again. So now I disappear from his side. Check this out here, like this.
Okay. So,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So again, as he's claws coming down, I activate my Ethereal Step. So
I
that
did
the
that.
claws come down, I'm completely. You're good.
Jack's on caffeine right now.
What happened just now is I changed. Like, so I'm in the. I can see you guys. I can go through you guys. And I can affect you guys, but you guys can't get me unless I land in something.
Yes.
So in that moment, I sidestep around it.
Okay.
I see where he's at. I put both swords at an angle through his wings, so I completely cut off his wings as soon as I mold back.
You
into the-
try. As soon as you whip around him and you peer into etherealness, Strahd simply smiles and reaches out his hand and appears right where you're about to appear and grabs onto your fucking skull and squeezes your skull and simply just snaps your fucking neck right then and there. Klaus literally just drops dead. Then Strahd turns towards all of you guys. Let me show you the devil, Strahd! And he bursts out of this dark energy. Everything's like negative, like black and white.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Strahd like slowly reaches up his hand, and he goes like this. All of a sudden, all of this red energy starts getting sucked out of all of you guys, and all of your blood is being drained from Strahd. It paralyzes all of you guys as you guys get weaker and weaker. Strahd's face, you have 0 strength. All of a sudden, just boom! What happens?
I come busting into the room, fucking having Dragar burst through the doors to open with, and Beelzebub rolling behind me. And as I'm standing there, they're like, you know, they all turn and like, totally not Percy's voice. I go, well, I see it's time for the real finale. And at that, I do that with my hand and kind of like just shadows just totally envelop me. And I'm actually now like standing there instead of a human as an illithid, which is basically like a mind flayer.
Fucking mind
with,
flayer.
Tentacles, like,
Oh,
and that's
Cthulhu. Okay.
yeah, basically like a fucking baby brain and shit.
And all of a sudden,
I say, well, my true name actually, Percy was a fun little facade, but as it turns out, my name's Theragoth, and I'm here for your throne, Strahd. And as I like push out my hand, the bracers on your 3 arms start to glow with demonic like black energy, and you all just fucking stand back up like super infused.
you guys are now like full health and everything.
Yeah.
As all of a sudden, Jeffrey, you like stand up and you guys get power through the hemolytic metal attached to all of your guys' arms. Trevor, you reach out your arm. Hold vampire!
I take the heart, I fucking eat it.
Right in front of all of you.
Yeah.
And Strahd just stands there as you just see freaking illithid, like all of his tentacles sucking up on the freaking crystal.
And you get the
just
biting of
blood
his eye.
and cracking.
Finish it!
It's
And then
Strahd.
that I go
like
like
a 5-volt
Let's straight up the shore. Clear feet.
Now,
Let's
what do you
see
wanna
him at his throat.
Comfortable.
You killed my brother!
Yeah, I'm gonna just like run at him, just like straight up like samurai style, and just plunge it into his chest.
Likewise, I come around and the way this works, what are you doing?
I'm tearing at his throat.
So as you're tearing his throat, the final blow is it'll be like as he's going through his heart, you're going to his throat. It'll be sword here, and then both of them fused with light and lightning, and boom, like right here. So it's gonna be like
All of a sudden, we all hear just this impact as everybody stabs their various swords and everything. All of a sudden, Percy finally finishes, Baragoth actually, finishes the very last of the heart, smiling down upon you. As all of a sudden, Strahd breaks into 1,000,000 different pieces.
And as I see his face, and he doesn't say anything to me before. He doesn't say anything.
Doesn't even get a word.
I'm like, goodbye. And I immediately.
As like the gems slowly fall down.
What happened to
She was a makeover.
She's still alive. Somewhere.
Yeah.
She's somewhere in this realm.
You look around, and everybody has been destroyed by fire blasts,
Sunlight.
swords, sunlight, nothing but death and decay all around you. We cut now
I look over.
to a scene. An army of skeletons with a magical imprint on their forehead in like charging up. Remember, they're like the same ones that you guys saw in Valaki.
Yeah.
They're like a horde of zombies all tumbling over each other, and you see them climbing towards Castle Raven closer and closer. And as it like zooms in, it comes back into Baragoth's eyes. As Baragoth is controlling this huge horde of zombies and skeletons.
I looked over at you. What's your
Describe what all the skeletons keep doing.
Oh, and they just like, I mean, the zombies eventually tear up all of Strahd's past minions to the point that it's like just my zombies kind of chilling there in like the courtyard and just quiet.
So,
And I turned to look at the 3 of you and like, huh, my plan, you say? Yeah, it's been going the whole time. You've all been doing the work for me. And now I claim my throne. And I sit down in the chair, and I like reach my and like magically control the 3 of them with the bracers on their arms. So I turn and kind of like stand at my sides of my chair. The demon at the back, and then like flanking my sides. Dragar and Trevor to the right. You know, Klaus and Callan to the left, and then the demon behind.
As we get an overview of the entirety of Barovia, all of everything that you have touched, Durst Manor, still corrupted. You guys didn't save the babies. The village of Barovia, just a horde of zombies under control of Baragoth, as they completely storm the fucking. We go over to Valaki, the burned city, completely destroyed. Few humans survive. Few humans. People are barely walking around. We go over to the hill we were just at. All of the druids lay there dead. The gnarled tree.
they were delicious.
Yeah, we can see. We go over to the village of Krezig, where a bunch of the Barovians like kind of huddle in fear as
There's sunlight.
5 of these spirits, black spirits, come floating down towards all 5 of you. And in random voices, they tell you that Bergoth is now the new Dark Lord of Barovia.
Is there still sunlight in the realm?
Sunlight, what happens?
I re-blacken the sun. But not with clouds, with pure darkness.
The sun turns into like a pure
Rising up with
dark.
the zombies all around the land.
You actually can see, you can feel everywhere in Barovia instantly.
It's like darkness, but it's like you can see it naturally.
This is basically, you basically got basically
It's
God.
like a void zone.
Almost.
Yeah, it's fucking.
I was like, if it's pure black.
You know what I'm saying, Ross? Golly.
All of the people of Barovia under new corruption, and thus was the story of how the curse of Strahd was broken.
And the curse of Aragon
That
reigns
is it.
supreme.
And the curse of Bergoth reigns supreme.
Okay, now we're gonna have to. Okay.
And that
I like that.
is the end of the campaign.
Okay, we're gonna have to.
He's like, what? He's just how devastated he is. He's
Hey,
like,
buddy.
what?
idea.
What do you want to do?
He's just like, fuck.
Yeah.
We're enslaved.
We get a view of Trevor's face as a single tear,
Yeah.
as a single tear comes forming in his beard,
That's caused just like,
as his lips starts trembling.
hey, there's plot armor though. We have a lot of people still. Omega survived.
And the end.
But you're not dead.
Oh my god.
That wasn't my fault.
Hey man, it just happened. Now you're a slave to somebody else.
Trevor.
That's what we call
Trevor.
it.
There's always. That's why there's.
The end, guys!
Dark ending.
Okay, spill it, Percy.
A demon
So,
kind of stuff.
I was never truly Percy. Percy was just an act. I came in as Baragoth to steal the throne of Strahd, and you all were merely pawns of mine.
I've been
friendly
laying,
pawns,
I've been laying seeds the entire adventure.
trying. I mean, like, 'cause I'm a bard. No one ever saw me do one bardic thing. The whole time I've been
You
using.
hate lore.
I know. I've been using like shadows and.
I thought that was your ass.
demons.
Stop.
You almost caught it once, and you were like, "You're doing some weird things." I was like, "Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
And the
I feel like you've
bracers,
been worried
the
about it.
bracers is hemorrhagy. It's a different kind of magic that infuses your soul to mine, basically. And so the main rule is that you cannot harm me in any way or form. And that bracer is linked to your soul.
So I have to stop my mama.
It wouldn't even. It's to your soul.
So one complication that Baragoth had was that one way Strahd would, even give him a chance would be for him to destroy Ismark at the beginning of the adventure.
Yeah.
Because Ophelia would not leave the village without
Oh, yeah, so I
Ismark.
killed Beastmark at the dinner.
So
ate his fucking brains.
I ate
That
everyone's
was you?
brains. Yeah.
that was
you?
Percy.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
I ate his
As long
brains.
as you said Eastmark, you ate his brain.
The
We
whole
did.
time I was like confused as
I
shit.
thought it was
What's
a
the
hack,
point in
dude.
There was a point!
Man, give me some pictures.
It was live!
Also,
I really was. I was like, who the fuck?
The whole thing.
also during the green siege down, remember when the fucking tower, the old bone grinder was like running away from you guys, then all of a sudden it just shrunk up and just fell and crashed?
I had my imp steal the gem out of it so I could secretly.
Oh, you have an imp now.
Oh, I've had it.
What is that? Hey, what happened to? So we have a couple plot points. Let's be honest. Azaleen still not nowhere to be seen.
No, you
Omega.
infused Dragar. I infused Dragar's
So you
spirit.
oh, you would because Dragar had the thing on it. You infused, you enslaved Azaleen's soul.
Yeah.
He's been undercutting us this entire
Oh, yeah, you remember that time?
Omega still got
In
away
the
from
very
it.
beginning when we were in Barovia, like the first town, and my character got drunk and passed out in the inn.
Yeah.
No, I was out sneaking around, creating my own zombies in the town, stealing fucking brains.
That's all that horde of zombies actually Baragoth procured in like the second fucking
Yeah.
session.
Every time you
Building
saw me
Barovia.
texting, I was texting James doing things like secretly.
I knew you were doing some shit. I didn't know it was of that. Yeah, I was about to say
And
you
you
have
loved Percy. Ha!
Everybody
Stop!
betrays you.
mad.
No one suspected Percy.
Klaus is not surprised at all. He's surprised that
Well,
you were.
Dragar's the only one who would have caught on to those things, and he died. So Klaus barely even knew Percy. Bam!
Yeah.
Think about that, boy!
Yeah, well, that's why.
Got him!
And Alan was just batshit
Yeah,
crazy.
you were losing your mind the whole time.
Just losing it.
I was just taking advantage of that shit.
What was that? That happened to my hand. With the Etten?
Oh,
Oh, I will definitely.
Yeah, what would have happened if we didn't do
I
it?
need you on
It's like a straight up
just
Fallout
marked
New
it.
Vegas ending. Yeah, just like he's in control. He fucked everybody over. Yeah.
So I'll let you have autonomy in Faerun. But just know that forever your soul is linked to mine.
So he can call you on a.
Okay, so
I made a deal with you.
Wait, so I can like go to favor and
You still have.
Yes.
You still have your own
So the point
independent
is,
person.
like, yeah, you can do what you want, but the only rule is you cannot harm me.
Yeah, he
You're
will
not
always
harming.
be in control of you.
But if he dies, will the racer stop?
If
Yeah,
he ever
it will,
dies.
yeah.
Yeah, but he's a dreadlord.
You'd have to
now,
get
kiddo.
someone else. You'd have to do your own curse of Strahd, get adventures to come kill me because you can't do it because you're bound to me.
Because it's now the curse. Because now it's the
Curse
curse.
of Baragog.
Yes. Which
Throw my
that could
hat if
be.
I was wearing one.
We might have
Nah.
to, James. That might have to become a campaign.
you guys see finally at the very end.
Dude, him going into
It's
Faerun and recruiting adventurers to kill Baragog to gain his true freedom.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Can't it be some happiness for me, but not in Barovia?
What happens to you, Cal? What does Cal do? You gotta know. Do you stay in Barovia with him, or does he send you
He's
away?
basically just recovered his mind.
Dude,
So-
I literally went batshit crazy. Somebody cut off my
He's
arm.
basically just like a
I
husk.
came back.
He's like a husk.
Killed the person that was controlling
He
me.
turns into an alcoholic. That's what he does.
And yeah,
Ooh!
basically.
You know what you are if you ever do this ever again for some reason? He's now going to be a town drunk in the first town of Barovia. And he's going to be like some ultra villain. People don't even know that he's one of the 4 Dread Knights of mine.
Yeah, true.
And like
Yeah.
he hangs out drunk in the tavern in town and like no one thinks much of him. But yeah, in reality.
But I just played a little fucking.
That'd be
You're
sweet,
a
dude.
cripple. You have one eye and one thing.